What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Gwops, and I'm back in with another video. And I know I'm a good solid week, maybe a week and a half late to recording this video and making this video for you guys. But a lot of stuff came in, and I'm just gonna let you know right now. I got my first, Rona vaccine shot, as I'm gonna put it, so I don't get instantly demonetized. And my arm feels a little bit, I would say, numb. But other than that, I'm still 100%, so I'm not going to let that stop me, because a lot of you guys, and I mean a lot of you guys, were tagging me and saying this, that, and the third about the Saints Row Reboot trailer. And honestly, from what I saw, I have a lot of stuff to say myself. So out of the way, let's get into this video. The Saints Row Reboot. What can I say about this game other than the fact that I am confused, somewhat disappointed, and I just have no clue what is going on at this point. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around what I just witnessed from the CGI trailer that we got at Gamescom and the gameplay that we got 2 days afterwards on that Friday afterward, the Backlash and all this other stuff. I was confused as hell as to what I was looking at in the CGI trailer. And to be honest with you guys, yes, I'm gonna say this, just like a lot of people has been saying on Twitter, YouTube, this, that, and the third, this game for real looks like a Fortnite spinoff. I'm just gonna say it right now. The game honestly looked like, from this CGI trailer at least, looks like a Fortnite mixed with a Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs 3 Legion kind of style and kind of theme to it. I'm just gonna say it. Now, when I saw the gang that was in the trailer, I thought like, oh, this maybe could be Saints Row, but I don't really know, because like it doesn't really kind of look like Saints Row, if you get what I mean, with the art style and how the CGI trailer looks. But whatever, I'm just gonna shut my mouth. I'm just gonna see how this trailer turns out. Then as I get into the trailer, we get these four hipsters.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. Whenever you're ready, Kevin.
What are you guys thinking for dinner tonight? How about my whole thing is chili con carne?
Now, as the trailer starts to gain traction and starts to, set the tone and start, doing its thing, because it's a trailer, right? We get this. And this. And this too. Oh, and I cannot forget this as well.
Get the fuck away from my friends.
I don't know about you guys, but this kind of looks like Fortnite and a bit of Saints Row 3 if you ask me. And then as the trailer ends, we actually get the official logo for the Saints Row Reboot, Saints Row. And that was when my mind was racing 100 miles an hour, and I was like, this is Saints Row? And I'm like, okay, okay, this is Saints Row, I guess. And I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, if your trailer looks something more like Fortnite or a whole nother game, it has your fan base worrying and like second guessing what the game could be, you know good and well that's not a very good sign. Okay, but it's just a trailer, okay? It's just a trailer. Most of the time, or 90% of the time, the CGI trailer that they show for the game looks nothing like the game is gonna look like and is what it's gonna be advertising for. But let's just pretend the trailer is out of the equation. Let's just pretend the trailer is just out of the picture, and let's just pretend it's out of the equation, and let's go to the gameplay and the inside details that they revealed to us 2 days after the CGI trailer was released.
Kevin is shirtless. I don't know why.
Now, the Santo Eliso trailer, or I would say the gameplay trailers that they showed us 2 days afterwards, after the CGI trailer was released, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I would say it looks pretty good from the gameplay that I've seen. Graphically, like the gameplay improvements in the gameplay as a whole, I would say it's sort of like Saints Row 2.5 mixed from Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 5 with modern day graphics. To me, the graphics look good. The only gripe that I have is the characters. And I would say that that's majority of the community's gripes is with the characters. Not only did they say that the characters that we've gotten and from what we've seen is pretty much starting their own criminal organization to pay off student loans, because the developer said in the trailer, they pretty much confirmed that these are college hipsters like turning to a life of crime to pay off student student loans, and I like the direction that is. On paper that sounds good, because if y'all ever gone to college completely screws people over in terms of like financial wise, because you pretty much go to college just to pretty much pay to breathe. And now if I was at the round table and I was discussing what possible like characters we could have, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm gonna bring up a picture, right? I'm gonna bring up a couple pictures, okay? I'm gonna replace the characters right here in this video, okay? Let's just pretend the boss is out of the equation, okay? The boss doesn't really matter. We're gonna customize them anyways, okay? Now, Eli, the one in the suit, right? The one in that black turquoise suit, okay? That one can be replaced with Pop Smoke, okay? Let's put Pop Smoke in the mix, okay? A character like Pop Smoke. Now, Kevin, let's replace him with a character like Wei Shen from Sleeping Dogs. Now Nina, the girl with the glasses, let's replace her with someone like, and y'all probably gonna hate me with this, but let's replace her with someone like Satara from Watch Dogs 2. Boom. Now, how much better of a lineup does this look? How much of a lineup better does this look? And I'm telling you, this lineup right here that I just created on the spot as I was recording this video looks better than the default Fortnite characters that we gotten in the trailer. How on God's green earth can you expect me to take these 4 seriously and just say with me with a straight face that these are the new Saints and these are gonna be gangsters? For the life of me, I'm trying to figure out how did these 4 characters and their designs was even brought to the round table at Volition. Back in high school, and back when I used to go to high school in Chicago and out here in the suburbs, right? If a motherfucker pulled up to class wearing a suit like this and it wasn't prom night or prom day, I'm not lying to you, he would have gotten roasted so damn badly. And the main complaint that a lot of people were saying in this reboot trailer for Saints Row, or just a reboot in general, is that like they didn't see any purple anywhere. And I noticed that when I rewatched the trailer, I didn't see any purple anywhere. So the developers pretty much confirmed this, and I'm just gonna read to you what they said, or off the top what they said. They pretty much said that the Saints is still developing and they're still trying to find out their true identity, and as the game progresses it becomes more purple and more grounded to the original Saints logo and the Saints color. And now you remember in the first 4 Saints Row games about the diversity, right? Because really the developers said it themselves, the diversity was really what their focus was this time around, okay? But see, here's the problem with that. Saints Row, from what we remember, has always been diverse, right? You had the Latinas, you had your white demographic, you had the black demographic. In Saints Row 2, you had the Haitian demographic or the Jamaican demographic. You had the Japanese Yakuza mob, pretty much. In Saints Row 2, you also had the ruthless, like I would say motorcycle slash, I would say monster truck gang, the like Mero's gang, right? It was mostly a white and Latina demographic, right? It was always diverse. Like the main reason why Saints Row was because it was always diverse. The game was always diverse. It wasn't a problem with the characters, or diversity wasn't an issue. It always was diverse. But the fact that they had to go out of their way and specifically say to us that diversity was something that they focused on, that's where the problem is. Because if you look at these 4 characters right here, like, it's not the simple fact that they are diverse, right? Diversity was always a thing in Saints Row. The problem is that these 4 characters both look like Fortnite characters and people that you would look like, that would be in your college lecture or in the same classroom in high school as you. And now I'm not even gonna get into the black girl with the pixie cut, as they call it, or like the fade cut that she has. I don't even know what that cut is really called. I'm just going with the crowd. I'm not even gonna address her, okay, because we're gonna customize her regardless. Let's just pretend she's out of the equation. But and I know it's hard to take these characters seriously, but I would say Nina, the girl with the glasses, looked the best, right? Or the most serious, because as soon as they said that Nina, I believe that's what her name is all about her cars and is like one of the best wheelmen in the business, they sold me with her, okay? I can take her seriously because she looked like she remotely knows what she's doing. Even in the trailer, she was whipping it like a rental. And yes, I know that they're going over the top, driving on top of rooftops and like crashing the car against a neon like round sign and like crushing another car with it. Like, she was definitely whipping it though. She can whip my car any day of the week. Now, gameplay and characters aside, I think I got my point across, but the main, I would say, disappointment, or a little bit of disappointment with me, was that the fact that they did not completely go back to its gangster roots that started them off like 10-12 years ago. Because look at Saints Row 1 and 2, okay? Even though that those games did not sell remotely well as Saints Row 3, the gangster aspect and the whole like gang banging like aspect of the game was there. You could take them seriously. Like even in the Saints Row 2 trailer, when the character like is narrating, right, you see his gang like getting ready for a turf war. I can take them seriously. In the CGI trailer, they're doing all this over the top goofiness and all this extra stuff for no valid reason whatsoever. I can't really take that seriously. Yeah, it may appeal to the kids, because really that's what game developers these days want to do, is appeal to kids, even though their game is rated mature and rated for people at 17 and older, right? But still, my point still stands. Saints Row 1 and 2 I can take seriously, and even with the Saints Row 3 trailer and the Saints Row 3 like marketing, like even though it's like over the top a little bit, but I would say the point still stood when Johnny Gat took a bullet willingly for the boss. That speaks more volume than the CGI trailer itself. And I've been hearing people say that this game has gone woke, or they're calling it Saints Woke, as what I'm calling it both on Twitter and everywhere else. And I don't really know where they got that from until I started to see them censor out certain things and rename certain things to fit modern days soft society that we live in, with this SJW culture running around and this pretty much cancer of a SJW community that's running around on this earth, right? Okay, y'all remember freckle bitches, right? And y'all remember rim jobs, right? Obviously a play on to Wendy's, and rim jobs is obviously a joke in and of itself, okay? I look on Twitter, right? They renamed freckle bitches to FBs. And I'm not making this up, dude. Here's a screenshot here right now, okay? Here's a screenshot. And here's a screenshot from the previous Saints Row game. And rim jobs, the mechanic shop that we can customize our cars, right? Guess what they renamed it to? To Jim Rob. Tell me that this is not censorship. And I'm not lying to you. When I saw this censorship that's going on with this game, I could already tell the direction that it's going, and it's obviously making me worry about this game. And it's gotten even worse to the point that Volition and Saints Row is calling their own fans haters, just for the simple fact that they have fair criticisms about them not completely going back to the Saints Row 1 and 2 formula and bringing us these default Fortnite characters that we've gotten. They've called their own fans haters.
You serious?
And by the time I was making this video, and by the time that I'm editing this video, that tweet has already been long deleted. But you know, the internet screenshots everything, and I mean everything. As soon as something bad happens, boom, it's a screenshot. So here's a screenshot here from a fan. Basic criticisms about it not going back to Saints Row, and pretty much having a complaint about it being woke and this, that, and the third. It's already a bad look that your game is getting this much bad perception from the fans and not much good perception. The bad perception pretty much outweighs the good, and then y'all want to go on Twitter and start calling fans haters and saying you're not gonna back down from your vision, when we specifically told y'all that we wanted a Saints Row 1 and Saints Row 2 remake, or pretty much a reboot back to that gangster element that made it what it was today. Are you guys serious right now? And it's not even like it's about the game in and of itself. It's not about Saints Row. It's about the characters. It's mainly about the presentation, the marketing, and everything that y'all did to make us believe that this is a Saints Row game. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if you guys showed me this CGI trailer and told me this was Saints Row, I wouldn't believe you, because I didn't believe it myself. You would think after 8 years of no Saints Row games and a terrible spin-off that they call Agents of Mayhem, featuring Johnny Gat as a downloadable character, and this, that, and the third, and even them filing for a bankruptcy or virtual bankruptcy, I don't even know what it's called, but them filing for bankruptcy was enough to go back to the roots and think it's time to smarten up and pretty much compete with GTA. But this is what we got instead. I mean, my God, y'all guys should be smarter than this. And the main portion of why I am worrying for Saints Row the reboot is not because of the game, not because of the characters, it's because now it can't compete with GTA. It really can't. The chance that it had to compete with GTA is long out the window. It's not there anymore. They can't compete because number one, the characters suck. The characters does not look great. Let's just keep it a buck. The characters don't look good. The gameplay can tell another story. This can be one of the greatest games ever made, but the perception overall and the support is not there for it to compete with GTA. And that's sort of the main concern about why fans are upset right now, is because like the people that were saying that this was a GTA clone, mainly it was Rockstar Games fanboys, let's keep it a buck with you. The people that saying that this game was a GTA clone is now calling it a Fortnite and Watch Dogs 2 clone. That's pretty much what they're doing. So, Volition, I'm gonna offer you guys word of advice, man to man, mano y mano. You guys need to delay their game, and this is something that you guys may not like to hear, but you guys seriously need to delay their game. You guys need to delay your game and delay it right now before it's too late. I know it's mostly in development and it's mainly finished. It's still in the alpha. The beta is coming out, but still it's a long time before February before this game even gets released. You guys need to delay it, I would say a good 3 to 5 months. Delay it for a good 3 to 5 months, release it around the summertime. That way y'all can have time to both develop new characters, redesign the characters from what we got, and make them look like Saints, okay? Y'all need to redesign the characters, finish off any gameplay elements that fans wanted in the game or over the course of 8 years that we wanted from Saints Row 1, 2, and maybe 3. Do that and then polish it off and then release it around June, because I'm letting you guys know right now, the direction that you guys are taking with the characters having to turn to a life of crime to, I would say, pay off student loans, because pretty much that's what they called it, or that's pretty much they confirmed it, was that they're getting into this gang or like forming their own gang or own criminal organization to pay off student loans. And part of me agrees with that, because if y'all gone to college, y'all know the fees and the hidden fees that ally you with college. But still, like, y'all made this a hipster millennial game and the fans do not like it. Y'all need to delay this game, because if you guys don't delay this game, you guys are gonna make the same exact mistake that caused Cyberpunk 2077, a game that a lot of people thought could compete with GTA. It was gonna fail. It failed at launch because they did not delay their game. They rushed the game and then they didn't finish off any important things, and then they put the game out anyway, and it caused a lot of backlash. And that's what it's gonna do. That's exactly what you guys are gonna do. You guys are gonna put out this game, not fix what the fans want y'all to fix, and then when it flops, y'all are gonna be in the same boat, same sinking ship as Cyberpunk 2077, and not compete with GTA and allow them to gain even more of a lead. And I cannot believe you guys fumbled the bag like this. I cannot believe you people fumbled this comeback the way that y'all did, bro. There's still time, but you guys need to act, and act fast, okay? Because I'm letting you guys know right now, it is not looking good for them at all. But let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comments down below. I'm going to be keeping up with this game, and I'm going to be also reviewing and breaking down a couple more things with this game as the game info comes out, and this, then the third, and everything else. But let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comments down below. This your boy Gwop. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new, and I'm out, bro.